Andersen.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to channel Andersen. I'm here today with Mike. We are finally pulling the engine out of the Mars Red C55. In the last episode you guys saw, we put this thing together, inspected kind of if there was any damage with my grave mistake here. And I mean, there was obviously to the oil pan, but luckily the clutch assembly, the trans is all good. So right now we're just going through the last little details, getting ready to do this. Built this, and then we just put this together, the engine stand, so we'll be able to have it on there to do the oil pan. Draining out last little bit of oil from the front sump right now. I'll check if there's anything left in the rear sump, and then we're basically getting ready to send it. Mike's just finding bolts that fit through our eyelets for the M113. There's 2 in the back, and then also on your secondary air injection bracket there's another one in the front. So we're planning to hopefully just lift it straight out. I'm gonna prop the hood up and tie it basically to the beams up here, because it's just close enough that it won't lock into position. It's hitting on that beam right before it locks into vertical position, so we'll manually do it. And yeah, try to show you guys as much as I can throughout the process. Wish us luck. Yeah. That's just one of the chains. We could, you could also loop the other chain through that, right?
Yeah.
If we needed to.
Yeah, if we needed to tie it like that.
Yeah.
But if we can get that, underneath there and get 2 chains in the spot, we should lift it nicely.
All right. How many engines have you pulled in your lifetime?
Oh, geez.
An estimate.
25 or so, 30,
Yeah.
maybe.
This is my first time, guys.
I did the 40 half a dozen times.
Yeah.
Getting that one right.
Yeah, when I called my parents after we snapped the oil pan and I was very crushed, then Mike reminded me of his 40 Ford blowing 2
Multiple
motors basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so things happen, guys. I felt bad for, there was like 2 or 3 sleepless nights, and then after that I was like, I don't have anything else I can do about it. So luckily I have Mike's help and your guys' help, so we're gonna make it right. Anyways, draining out the last bit of oil. There was still quite a bit left in both pans. It's cold right now, so it's taking forever, but probably close it up. And we got our hood contraption tied to the wheel here, and that should be out of our way. And then like Mike was saying, hopefully we'll be able to cinch it with those 2 chains right there and pull it straight up. So put you guys on the tripod. All right, guys, the journey begins. We're gonna lift it over to the side.
Yeah. Lift it up and pull it right out there. Right here. We can hook it. What's it look like?
It's only through one of the loops on this side.
Oh, I think that's okay. It's not.
Okay, so just that one. All right, guys. First mistake, I forgot to do that power steering line. That goes to the rack. We're gonna get a lot of fluid out of there, maybe.
That'll probably drain the.
Yeah.
It'll drain the. We'll just take the bolt off. Something's wrong if you don't end up with a whole bunch of antifreeze and oil on the ground when you're done. No matter how much you drain, until you flip it over.
Yeah.
Antifreeze comes out.
I need to go pick up another open pan like the green one at your house. All right, guys. Okay, we're back on. Off it. past the flywheel doesn't come out, or does the,
Oh,
yeah,
the clutch.
yeah.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the O2 sensor. Okay. Alright, O2 sensor was clipped onto the engine mount. Sounded like a clip or something.
What's this? That's loose. Okay.
Good?
Yeah. Yeah, just that vacuum line. There we go.
Oh, that was the heater hose line. I forgot to take that off. I have to redo that anyway, so.
Looks pretty cool.
That's the plastic Y fitting that they put that breaks inside of the cowl.
Oh, it looks like it broke.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna replace it with a brass one anyways. That's what blew up on my.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to come this way a little bit. That motor mount was. No, that's clear. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
We got a ground. Ground wire.
It's a little tight there.
Yeah, it's a little teat.
Oh my god.
You can let it down a little bit. Here.
I'll get the. Alright, third thing, forgot ground wire on the power steering pump. Ready?
Yeah.
You tighten it back up?
Yeah, I
Alright.
was. She's laying on the ground again.
With the AC compressor?
Yeah.
Oh, it needs to be unplugged from the compressor.
Yeah.
There's a plug on it. Oh, we might have already detached one of the wires. So it only had one wire originally?
No, I think it's only one wire.
Oh, okay.
It's enough.
Okay, fourth thing we forgot. AC compressor plug.
It's all the little wire. Okay. Oh, relatively easy to get to at least. It's that one right there. Or is it just dangling? That thing's just dangling. Okay.
Yeah, that's the.
Nothing on this side.
Is that the. Oh, the whole O2 sensor assembly is attached. Hold on.
I think it's all loose.
Yeah, that's all. I just didn't know that came with the harness. Where is this?
Just a wire cutter.
Yeah. Alright guys, 100th thing we forgot. Driver's side O2 sensor is zip tied onto the main harness, so.
Okay.
Good to go.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
The booster line is in the hole for the. There we go. into the flywheel.
What's that?
The booster line keeps trying to go into the flywheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrenches and I think we're clear.
You good?
Maybe a little bit more. Okay.
Why is that the starter side wire?
Oh.
Oh, it's the alternator.
Yeah. That I'm out. Kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Here, come around this. Let's see what is under.
Around 400.
Not too bad.
There's debates about it, but supposedly like 400 dry and like around like a little under 500 all filled up. All right, we're free. Besides that,
Yeah. Shit. Appears that it might clear. I think give it one or two more pumps, but
yeah. Stay up there.
okay.
Watch out for the hood straight on this side. Which way you want me to turn?
Just right there is fine. Just let her down nice and easy.
How fast does this thing go? Yeah.
You just gotta be real easy with it. Okay. Let's pull it that direction.
I can move this back or?
Yeah, just swing it around that way. Oh, we're gonna try to bolt it.
That's not that bad. We did it. Alright guys, my first engine pull ever, and first M113 pull. So, here's the big behemoth outside of the car. It's not terribly dirty. It's more so on the driver's side, I think, a little bit. But overall, not bad. 135,000 miles or 133, whatever it is. Pretty good. The front cover is actually really dry, which is good. Maybe the oil cooler was leaking at some point, it looks like. But overall, not too bad. Yeah, that's one of the coolant plugs.
It's coolant there. Yeah.
Because I know like on the other motors, or I think some of them are looped, or not looped, but like some of them have an inlet or an outlet there.
Huh.
But these are both plugged. Some people are saying though they would be cool to modify to try to loop.
Put like a bypass go
Yeah.
head to head.
Yeah. I don't know how you'd accomplish that though. Seems like a lot of work for I don't know what. Alright guys, here's the other part too. You're probably curious about what does it look like in here. It's not too bad to be honest. Pretty dry. Obviously the mess up here is mostly just from us right now, which I'll clean up while everything is out. It's going to be a lot of while you're in there's happening since we're here and everything's easy. Obviously our Creative Steel mounts, you guys saw me do the video on those, and you've seen them a bunch on the channel. Big shout out to them as always. Love you guys. We're going to be throwing those in, and the transmission mount, Josh whipped me up a special durometer for the manual and the chassis mounted shifter, so those will be going back in. Be a good time to gut our cats, but we don't have time for that. Someday we'll delete the secondaries anyways, but yeah, overall, I mean, I feel 1,000 times better than when it first happened. I feel like we got actual progress now, and I don't know, we've corrected the mistake almost at this point, so feels good to be here. Thanks to this guy. No, I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't his fault of what happened the first time. Alright, oh, and now a good view, I guess, of what we did. You can see the crack here, and it basically just goes right to our spot over here. It's interesting, there's like a cavity for this right here, but no oil passes through there, so there's a lot of little things. Also, shout out to NorCal AMG. He just pulled his motor out of the C55 and was pointing out a lot of like weird little intricacies on the block, like on this side. There's like a drain or something. Let me see, come to the other side.
Built into the block?
Yeah, there's like a, I think it's somewhere over here.
In the block?
It like comes through the intake manifold, and there's some holes. I need to find a light, but yeah, so I'll be looking for all kinds of little things. I think that might be why it's so dirty right here, because any water that collects under the intake manifold, it basically drains out to this spot right here. So interesting stuff. Another weird design. Yeah.
So some dating. E50 F18, huh?
E50 F8 block numbers. There's an 05 stamp on this. I think this is an 05 car actually, but some of them were 05 but built 04. But yeah, I'll try to find that drainage thing I was telling you guys about, and see if I can grab the pictures that were shared. Anyways, start on more important stuff now. Pulling the flywheel clutch and stuff off, making it easy, and then figuring out how we're going to bolt it up to our engine stand. Alright guys, clutch off, just the flywheel. There's a very, very clear view at it, clearer than we've ever seen before. Don't have to be fighting under the car. Anyways, zip these bolts off, and then flywheel and the starter ring will be off. There's a little tool. Nice view to see how it works. It just sits in the teeth. Whoops, sits in the teeth of the starter ring and the dowel and one of the bolt holes. And the good thing is all the hardware from Kangaroo's team is reusable, so don't have to replace anything. Be able to reuse our flywheel bolts. We did have to cut these down. I let Petio know, and he's already adjusted for you guys. If you're going to be ordering a kit for C55, just let him know and he'll include the right bolts.
We're all dying, waiting for the world to lose control.
this flywheel off. There's our rear main seal job, held up good. My question is, when we do the upper pan, I mean, I think I can get away with just taking this off and just resealing this bottom surface instead of redoing the whole thing. But I bought another plate and I have another rear main seal just in case, so see what we gotta do. Alright guys, a little while later, some pizza and some bolts acquired, and we just got this thing mounted up. It was actually our second try. We tried to mount it a little more flush the first time flipping these, but then we realized it wasn't going to clear the bottom bar down here. So these are M10 by 1.5, all the threads, and then these, I mean, it doesn't really matter, just get an M10 bolt and use a nut on the other side. And yeah, basically just used some washers to space out because the bolts that we got were the wrong thread pitch, so we didn't want to make another hardware store run. Just use what we had. These are the transmission bolts that originally go through the starter and the other side. So now we try to muscle it over.
Start rolling, it just goes wing, flips right over.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, which direction you want to go? This way?
Hold on, we gotta get a thumbnail too.
A what?
Stand back here.
What the hell's that
We
thumbnail?
have the picture that's gonna go at the front of the video.
What?
That's what I'm gonna use for people to click on the video. All right.
Okay,
What the hell is a thumbnail?
That's what's gonna happen when I lose one.
He started looking at his fingers.
Okay, which way you want to go?
Towards you, or
Okay, get ready. There's probably gonna be oil and water going everywhere, but
oh Jesus!
ready?
You want me to go towards you?
Yeah. Now let's go this direction. Let's see how bad she is. Not too bad so far. Okay.
No.
So we should get her. Oh, cause that, but maybe the harness catches something. Okay. There she is.
Job begins.
Boom.
Where's the?
That's it.
Right here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it back in, to be honest.
So go sliding forward. There it goes.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think that is going to conclude for now. Next video will be breaking this thing down, seeing what we find, and the while you're in there road begins truly. So Mike's got to go.
Yep.
Thank you again. And that's it. If you guys got any questions on how we did all of this, if we missed anything that you're curious of, just comment. I'll answer. And yeah, overall, I don't think it was too bad. It's pretty straightforward. A lot easier because obviously we already had a transmission off and all that stuff. So you got to do all that. Then there's a lot more to it if you're automatic, especially. But for the most part, pulling the engine itself out, not too bad. So catch you guys in the next one. Peace.